All right, so the next part is how to direct dial their hearts. So technique number 60, talking gestures. Be overly enthusiastic when speaking on the phone. And again, this whole part is dealing with when you're conversing over the phone. So technique number 61, name a shower. Use people's names more often on the phone. Oh, wow, it's you for 62. Don't answer the phone super excited. Wait until you hear who's calling to let happier, engulfing thoughts, or excuse me, tones like engulf your voice. And again, this one is kind of a little outdated just because, we always have caller ID on our phone. So you usually, more often than not, if somebody's calling, we already know who it is. So you just got to take that one with a grain of salt. Technique number 63 is the sneaky screen. So when calling and asking for somebody, give your name to them up front. Salute the spouse. So this one is always identify and greet who answers the phone, even if it's not who you're trying to talk to. Number 65, what color is your time? So this just always ask how much time someone has to talk before you begin your conversation. 66, constantly changing outgoing messages. So use professional messages and try to change them frequently. 67 is your 10-second audition. So before leaving a voicemail, just kind of rehearse it in your head, and then when it actually happens, then you're ready to go. The ho-hum caper for number 68 is use pronouns he or she instead of the person's name that you're calling for. It infers a familiarity. So pretty much like, hey, is he around? Is he available? That type of thing. For number 69, I heard your other line. So always acknowledge background noise and ask the person that you're talking to if they need to attend to that sound. Number 70, for the last one in this part, instant replay. So record your business conversations and listen to them so you don't miss things. The next part is how to work a party like a politician works a room. Number 71, munching or mingling. So when you're at a party, don't hold food or drink in your hands. Kind of eat and drink beforehand. And this shows that you're open, you're ready to talk, you're ready to converse with others. Rubberneck the room for number 72. So when arriving in a gathering, kind of stop in the entrance and slowly survey the room, and then go forth and converse. Technique number 73 is be the chooser, not the choosee. And this one is pretty much just be the initiator. So if there's somebody you want to talk to, don't wait for them to come up and talk to you. Go and talk to them. Technique number 74, come hither hands. So open your hands and your wrists. Don't cross them. Because if you cross them like this, or you're clutching a handbag, or you're clasping a drink like this, it kind of cuts people off, and it shows like insecurity and uncomfortableness. So you want to just have open hands, open palms. Technique number 75, tracking. So track every detail of the conversations you have. Refer to them when you speak to others, again, at a later date. The business card, a dossier. So after talking to someone, write down some important information, important talking points from the conversation. So again, that you can refer to them at a later date. Technique number 77 is eyeball selling. So keep an eye on your conversation partner's signals, and allow them to drive the communication and the comments and actions. And the last part is how to break the most treacherous glass ceiling of all. So technique number 78, see no bloopers, hear no bloopers. So pretty much if somebody commits an embarrassing act, like you're at a restaurant and a waitress drops a tray or something like that and glass breaks, don't even acknowledge it. Just kind of go on with the conversation like it never happened. Technique number 79, lend a helping tongue. So if someone's telling a story and they get interrupted, and when the whole group comes back and they can't get the story coming back together, then be that person to kind of ask about the story again. So, hey, you were saying with that story, that type of thing. Technique number 80, bar the buried. And this is when you suggest a meeting or a favor, let the other person know exactly how it will benefit yourself and them as well, even if it's nothing. 81 is let them savor the favor. So if someone is going to do you a favor, wait at least 24 hours to take them up on the favor. So if you ask a favor of somebody, just don't immediately kind of come around and cash in for that favor. Just wait a little bit. Technique number 82 is tit for wait, wait, tat. So when doing a favor for someone and they owe you one, wait some time again before you cash in. Technique number 83 is parties are for prater. So do not confront people with problems you have at a party. Dinners are for dining. Don't confront people when you're at a dinner. You can talk about business talk, but nothing serious. Chance encounters are for chit chat. So again, don't talk about business if you meet somebody by chance. Number 86 is empty their tanks. So if trying to gain information from someone, wait patiently and let them speak about that whole topic and get everything they have to say out before you speak. 87 is echo the emo. So empathize with others when they're showing emotions. My goof, your gain. So if you mess up, try to make it someone else's gain. Number 89 is leave an escape hatch. So if you catch someone lying to you, don't confront them directly in the moment. Technique number 89, buttercups for the boss. So if you're trying to get an employee to care, go and ask them, who is your boss, so I can write them a good review and actually write the good review. 91, finishing up, is lead the listener. So be the first to applaud or publicly commend a person. So if someone's giving a speech, be that first one to start clapping or stand up. And the last technique, number 92, is the great scoreboard in the sky. So if you're lower on the scoreboard with someone else, make sure to pay them respect. So pretty much everybody has a scoreboard between two people, and it's kind of like keeping tabs pretty much. So if you're lower on that, then make sure you pay them respect. So those are all the techniques, just a brief overview. Again, these you can just review these at a later date. But so for the book review, author credibility, how informed was the author about the subject of the book? I thought the author was pretty well informed. She's a internationally renowned, recognized communications expert, so she knew what she was talking about. And I've watched some of her videos on some of her talks, and she definitely is credible. So I give her 10 on that. Author ability, how well did the author speak to the subject of the book? I give her 9 on this. She spoke well to the subject of communication and relationship skills, but she kind of got like a little bit sidetracked in some stories. So that's kind of why the points were docked a little bit there. For the PV connection, how well did the book connect to the systems PV, and did I find any flaws? So I thought it connected in a good manner. It was all about relationship and others and kind of how to benefit them. But again, she just got off topic just a little bit. So that's where the points kind of came out. Personal feel, how did I feel about reading this book? I felt great reading this book. The only issue was it kind of, it was pretty long-winded, and she was kind of goofy a little bit in the descriptions, and I kind of just wanted to get the meat potatoes, so I gave her a 9 on that. And then recommendation, would I recommend this to other corporate members? I give a 1, saying that I would not recommend it for others. Reason being, I thought it was a great book, but in terms of like things to gain from this, it was just pretty much a technique, tips for templates type of book. So once all these were just pretty much retracted from the book, then the book, it was that's just pretty much what it was, just a tips book. So I don't think it was necessary for everybody else to read this, but it was a good read. So for proposals, there's not many in the way of proposals for this book. The only thing is maybe a template that we choose from this list. We choose 5 techniques to work on at our own pace, and then we just work on those techniques. And then you can swap those out as you see fit, and then just trying to work through all 92 if you so deem necessary. So that's my only proposal for this book, and that's the whole list of the 92 from the book How to Talk to Anyone, 92 Little Tricks for Big Success in Relationship.